Hello, guys and gals, me Mudahar, and welcome to another episode of Deep Web Browsing, episode number 67. I read a comment last week that said 3 more episodes. Episode number 69 will be coming, but again, like always, these episodes are always random, so I don't really know if things are going to go hypersexualize that episode. Again, fate will have to tell, but ladies and gentlemen, another Sunday, and a very fucking depressing Sunday from just looking behind me. Like, the weather is actually really fucking cloudy and sad looking, but hopefully we can just sit back, relax, chill, and enjoy a therapeutic session of deep web browsing, dank web browsing, whatever you want to call it. It's not actually Sunday, it's another sad day. Hopefully the Sunday that this will be uploaded on will be danker than, well, what we have behind me. But ladies and gentlemen, let's all relax, sit back, and hopefully let's get into some deep web browsing. So yeah, let's go to our first website after this cut. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is Poison Database. Now, I don't know if I've ever shown you guys and gals Poison Database, just because I have shown you a lot of databases over the course of this series. And the thing is that with databases, there are a lot of databases on the deep web. Databases are really easy to make, and a lot of people create them just to easily host files so other people can download them, right? So over here, this is the Poison Database. It's share your intel, leaks about governments, and corruption. Got information you want the world to know, put it on here. Again, they have a stipulation of no child pornography, no CP, and if you want to upload stuff, you can go right over here to the upload link. Of course, you definitely want to follow their guidelines. You know, they want leaks about governments and corruptions, and maybe some Alamau fucking apparently the page isn't loading up, so maybe the uploads have kind of been stopped. But over here you can see that there's a lot of data access for a lot of data. There's like the Sony Pictures internal data, which I have seen so much. Oh yeah, here it is. You basically just select a file, give a short description, upload it. Again, I think there is a curation staff behind it, so that you can't just upload stupid shit and expect not to be there. They'll probably find a way to you sift through the material and get it out. But anyways, regardless, this is the Poison Database. Now, of course, at the top you see Sony Pictures internal data, which I have actually seen this more than I would ever really imagine, because I think it's because it was around the time, I don't know how many people remember this, but when the PS3 was hacked, I'm trying to remember when this was around. Fuck. I think it was around when Killzone 3 released. In fact, during the time, they also had the SOCOM 4 beta or some shit, or the actual game came out. PlayStation went down, hackers took it out, and a little bit before that event, though, there was a point where people leaked the internal, they actually leaked the passwords to every PlayStation user at that point. It was all in one unencrypted file or whatever, which is stupid for a fucking company like that, right? Storing information that is incredibly sensitive, where potentially you could have thousands of dollars of digital games or even credit cards or PayPal accounts attached. Of course, before that, they actually had a leak of the PS3. I think it was the public key, not the public key. I think it was a set of keys that allowed you to perform piracy on numerous PlayStation 3 games. There was a lot of weird stuff at Sony, typically with the PlayStation division, but this is Sony Pictures, and the interesting thing about it is, of course, that's the movie division of it too, so they even got some leaking going on over here. I'm not going to open that because that is very sensitive material. I don't want to get fucking sued by Sony or some shit, but down over here you can see that they have other things such as Zor100, email me at purpledrankunknown. They have an image of the Arab terrorist beheading. Oh god, I don't know if that... I don't want to look at a fucking beheading. That's just, I guess, a lot of people are where do you find the snuff porn at? Well, here you go. But this stuff is readily available on clear web links anyway, so you don't have to worry about it. You go down, you have info and docs on people such as Tuber and Sebastian. I think I'm getting a fucking, holy shit, was that a Steam notification? It's so weird, I can't see him. Fuck. Alright, anyways, I'll edit that out of the video. But you got verified PayPal accounts, which is a password for 10717. So again, there's a multitude of things. I don't really see a lot of leaks about governments and corruptions. I mean, if there's any leak, it's most likely the Sony internal data access. But let's go over here. They have a Windows 10 fucking JPEG or some shit. Alright, they got the Stalker, Violent Stalker. I think that's another docs. Free bank details from Crimea, database web crawled kick.com. Kick pedos. Isn't that essentially what fucking kick shit is. Pedophile docs. Okay, so they have pedo doxing and they have kick pedos in general. I think like that's essentially what fucking like that's what it is. You know what I mean? So you go down spam IP loggers, pokedit.com. What the fuck is that? They have, I think it's an actual literal picture right here of what appears to be shit. I don't know if it's human shit, but I'm not in the mood to fucking look at fecal matter, you know what I mean? But they have okay, this is when it gets dark. The iCloud exploit.zip, the fappening. Okay, that's when like a lot of celebrity iCloud accounts got hacked. Whew, Armage software. All right, whatever the fuck. All right, and then you got trolling PDF. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. What's fucking... Are you fucking joking me right now? What is this shit? Troll team? Oh my god. You know when I show you guys like fucking hackers and shit? Like all that stuff? Oh my fucking god. Well, now we have trolling team. Our service is trolling and fucking with people, alright? We'll do anything asked of us. The asterisk of anything means no viruses. Okay, so no hacking shit. We will troll some, or maybe it's like something serious. Like we won't give them anthrax. You know what I mean? That's one thing we won't fucking do. All right, we're trolling, not doing that. Okay, we will troll someone on their parents' death, their family having their house broken into, or just general trolling. Okay, look, I don't know what they're talking about. Like, if your parent recently died of different circumstances, are they gonna fucking kill your parent, and after that they're gonna like troll you? That's really fucked up, dude. Family having their house broken into. I mean, that's organizing a robbery, potentially armed robbery, or just general trolling. What, just calling on the phone and saying I fucked your mom? Like, we have rates as any type of company would. Okay, so for $10, all right, I don't know if this is US dollar or whatever. I'm just gonna go on the assumption that it is USDs. You get 1 day of trolling, okay? $30, you get 5 days. Already, you're losing fucking money on 1 day of trolling, all right? I mean, if you're going to do 1 day, which would kind of be fucking pointless, you might as well go a whole 5. Now, with a week, you get about 7 days for $50 a week of trolling. Damn. For $70, you get 12 days. And for $100, you get 2 weeks. So, well, that's definitely interesting. We honor our customers' security and their wants. If you want us to troll someone who was, raped, as ugly as they may be, we will do it. We do payments by PayPal. Okay, that's already, like, to me, that's, like, the sign that shows that it's fucking... See, here's the thing. If, like, any service on the deep web, if it's, like, a trolling service or a hacking service or something, if they want you to pay via PayPal... It is fucking 99% a honeypot, okay? See, here's the thing. Bitcoin isn't secure itself, too. If you really look at a Bitcoin's, like, block ledger, you can fucking trace that shit back. You know what I mean? Like, you can trace... Case in point, what happened to Silk Road? You know, they were paying via Bitcoin, but because they looked at the fucking public ledgers, the blockchain, they tracked them back. With PayPal, you literally are you're literally giving them the smoking gun. That's like, there's no anonymity behind PayPal. PayPal, easily fucking tracked. If anybody says that, it's a honeypot. First of all, you shouldn't be buying illegal services, but don't be stupid enough to use a fucking PayPal account. That's just dumb. To talk to us by email, at this list of emails: Segaint making 3-letter agencies cry, which is the email server. You have Team Poison, unknown PP, leet what? Bet you didn't think we would troll law enforcement now, did you? Well, we will. We'd love to. Oh man, dude, you don't want to fuck with the cops like that. All talk of the service, other than the fact that it exists, will stay on the deep web and mostly on Segaint, maybe on JitChat, but other than that, the feds will have no way to figure anything out. Again, if you're using PayPal, they fucking will, you know, like even Bitcoin and shit. I'm just saying. I say this because you take full responsibility if someone commits suicide because you fuck, dude. That's goddamn. This should be nothing to you because all talk is done on the deep web. I keep an encrypted file of recent chats with a 52-character key to keep track. No logs in my emails. Hours. Brute forcing, that would take some time now, wouldn't it? No way to find out who you are. And you are, again, there's always a fucking way. Not even a subpoena could hold either of us down, providing the service is as legal as it is morally wrong. We carry out the service. You are held responsible. You can't be found on payment. You are held responsible for what we do. Can't be found. Can't be arrested. We do not disclose even an alias and prefer to do our workings over Tor chat. In the room, unknown Poison. Look for Crystal Knot in the room. All right. Now, if you go to, like, the Tor chat, of course, it's an actual onion link to a fucking Tor chat and whatnot. Now, over here, they also have what appears to be pedo, which is a text file. I'm going to click on that and see just what the fuck this... Oh, my God. Holy shit. Now, I don't know if I'm allowed to show this information, so I'm going to blur it out. Again, maybe I won't. I'll look into if I can show it. But the screen is blurred, but what I'm seeing right now is Kicks. Like hacked Kick accounts, and these are private gay, private CP gay group, which is private child pornography gay groups, private CP groups, oh my god, I don't even want to think about it. Is that like fucking, they have like hashtags such as pussy fuck, horny naked pictures, ass and boobs, orgasmic, Baxter, oh my jeez, naked MILF. Fuck is it? Oh my god, there are so many fucking accounts. Jesus Christ, there's so many leaked accounts, and like, stop, okay, don't tell me to update, alright, I get it. Holy fuck. Oh my god. This is like a barrage of just account names and like groups on Kick about CP. What is it about Kick? I don't even know what fucking Kick really does. I know it's a chat room. Is it? Hold on, let me look at this shit. What is Kick encrypted to end like WhatsApp or whatever? Let me go into this. Kick Interactive. That's so fucking weird. I mean, there's a million fucking downloads. What is this? Connect with all your friends. All through chat, no phone numbers. Just pick a username. Users interact. It doesn't seem like they're fucking... Oh, it's a Canadian product. Wow. Let me just see if Kick is encrypted. I know it's a little unprofessional of research right now. Is it encrypted? Kick received a point for encryption during transit, but lost points because communications are not encrypted with a key to which the provider does not have access. Users cannot verify contact. Not secure if the encryption keys are stolen. Oh. Okay, so that's why it probably has a lot of pedos on there, because, of course, with end-to-end encryption, where not even the fucking creator of the app can release, that's so fucked up, dude. We're gonna back out. I don't even want to fucking see that shit. But ladies and gentlemen, that was the Poison Database, a site that contains the beheading of what appears to be an Arab terrorist, trolling services, leaked pedo. I guess that's good in a way, because at least, you know, they're at least exposing this shit. Of course, this kind of stuff you can easily find anywhere on the clear web if you wanted to, but shit, I mean, Kick itself is fucking pedo haven or some shit. I'm not saying all of Kick, to be honest, you know, that's just stupid, but clearly it's a good sign, okay, when there's a good to bad. It's like Tor, you know what I mean? Kick provides you encrypted end-to-end from what it seems, and in a way that's great, because you can have a totally private conversation. But while there is good for that, there's also the bad side, which is the pedophiles that are on the website, and there's pedophiles on WhatsApp, probably Facebook Messenger, because actually Facebook Messenger has a secret convo thing, but I don't think that's relatively as secure as what anybody else has. But regardless, there's a good and bad side to every little bit of technology, and as great as Kick may seem, there is a underseedy side of it that, you know, unfortunately will always be there. But I spent way too much time on this fucking website. Let's back out and see something else. Oh, what is this? The Watcher Files. Oh my god, I love when you come across more alien shit. But ladies and gentlemen, this is the alien nation, the Alamau nation, you know what I mean? I love how we have an alien on the White House itself. Like, what would that be like? We had a fucking alien as president of the United States and shit. But on the side, you have what appears to be other lovely Alamau pictures taken from Google Images. I don't know why you have like a Siamese twin Alamau over there. I think that's a little insensitive. Sherry Schreiner. That's the name of the person who made the website, it seems. But my battle on Earth has just begun. All right, so she's waging war right now. All right, she's currently fighting fucking Earth, or it stands. I think the blue Alamau is like her personal favorite because she has it in both parts. But she also says, "They shall mingle themselves with the seed of men." Daniel 2:43. So we're entering some religious shit right now. Okay, so let's get right into it. So Sherry Talk Radio, too hot for radio. All right, too fucking hot. You know what I mean? Like this is some dirty shit. What's said on the Sherry Talk Radio? That doesn't get allowed through federal regulations. Over 162 countries visiting my websites, over 3 million hits a month, showtimes, Monday 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific. So every Monday at 9 o'clock you can sit back and listen to Sherry talk about the alien nation. So, warning, this site contains an excess of free speech. However, those who matter don't mind, and those who mind don't matter. What? So she's apparently the daughter, prophet, Sarai, servant, messenger, and friend of the Most High God. My fucking lord, what are we entering right now? She also has what seems to be a GoFundMe page. All right, let me fucking see the GoFundMe page. What is this? The fight back? What? Holy shit. 500,000 US dollars? What the fuck? There are aliens? What? What is this? Okay, alright, there are aliens dominating this earth seeking to destroy us. Fight back and help us. Keep our air clean of chemtrails, toxins, and poisons of unknown enemies by gifting our POE, positive organ energy, organ through the country and world. We can fight back against those who want to destroy our populations by contaminating the very air we breathe. POE Orgon can block toxins and poison and restore our atmospheric balance. We need your help. Listen to my weekly radio show. Visit my websites. She has a website, Orgon Blasters? What the fuck? What is this? Yahoo Groups? Okay, this is getting fucking dank right now, ladies and gentlemen. So, she's asking for 500,000 US dollars. Half a fucking million, dude. How much she get? 87K. She got $87,000. Oh my god. She got 87,000. What? Let me see the highest ones. 5,000. Get a new car. From the boys out in Cali. Thank you, Sherry. Yabless. Like, is it because, like, of her religious affiliation, you think? Because I know, like, religion, like, if you get people on the grasp of, like, a religious donation, you can make a lot of fucking money. She got $88,000. Battle has begun on Earth. Oh my god. It's literally a photoshopped Earth. Why? What is life? Oh my god, what is life? I'm so gonna donate to this just because I can't believe it. Alright, you go to like the Sherry Shriner stuff, like this is organ blasters. This will keep chemtrails from sticking over your home and area. Destroy aliens and demons won't come near them. They will kill zombies and evil beings. I don't believe the world. Dude, I don't believe it. How to make organ blasters? The new world you don't see? Are you saying Jesus was an Elamau? We can annihilate them. We've already having great success against many of their forces. UFOs are crashing out of the skies as flashes of light and fireballs. Dude, Windows Media Player. Oh my god, it's like old ass Windows Media Player. Oh my god, my video, how to kill a zombie? Oh my god, you're fucking me right now. Sherry Shriner. Oh, she's got a pretty fucking dank-ass dislike-like ratio, let me tell you. The dark ones are even calling you crazy in your comment section. What the fuck? You know, one thing I will definitely say, as wacky and kooky as this shit sounds, she definitely believes in what she says, I think. Like, honestly, she definitely seems like she believes in this shit. And she believes in her cause. Holy fuck. She's straight up, they're trying to kill you. Look up! There's no chemtrails, it's pretty fucking cloudy, but you know, I guess maybe us in Canada are a little different. $88,000! Why? What? Like, she actually legit believes in it, and I gotta say, I do respect that. I actually really respect that. The problem with clones, Hillary, Trump, Obama, what's coming next? She has a twatter. Let me go to her twatter. Oh my god. Oh my, she only has, I'm gonna totally follow her. I'm so gonna follow her on my fucking end, dude. So gonna follow her. This is dank AF, dude. The ET infiltration? What? Let me see this. This is great. This actually looks super fucking cool, dude. What is this? Reptilian watch? You know what? This is going to be on the back burner along with that Zero Cool site. We're totally going to come back to this shit. You know, when I said I wanted to find conspiracies in Alamaus, I think there's something out there. I think there is some lord out there listening to what I'm saying. Brainwashing America, satanic Illuminati mind control. Wait, let me see the reptilians. Who's posing as humans? All right, let's see. That's Queen Elizabeth. Well, that's a lie because she's a reptile. All right, let me see who's posing as a human being. Interior Secretary of State. Oh my god, dude. Oh my lord, ladies and gentlemen. Look at all these fucking reptiles. Goddamn reptiles running our fucking government. God damn it. What? And now over here, responding to extraterrestrial infiltration of clandestine organizations embedded in the military. Yeah, dude, I'm not reading how E.T. fucking broke into the CIA, dude. Alright? McDonald's is putting human flesh in their meat. What? Dude, what is this? Read about the fake. Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen. Holy fucking shit. I think this is honestly the greatest thing ever. That's actually Jesus as a fucking Alamau right now, guys. Holy fuck. Let me send this to the lads. My fucking god, dude. Holy shit. I have literally seen a black and white photoshopped Alamau face on Jesus Christ, dude. You know what? You know what, ladies and gentlemen? At least she does believe in her cause. As kooky as it sounds, as really kooky as this shit sounds, this is honestly the greatest thing to happen today. I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest. This is honestly one of the greatest memes that we have come across. This is actually the greatest. There's a kid out there laughing really happily that we've come across this shit. Oh my fucking god. Like, she legitimately believes in what, like, we've got away, like, 88,000! Oh my god, dude! The truth about hell. Oh boy. Alright, you know, we're gonna back out of this right now. My top 10 list of what the Pope learned when, oh my god, what in the fuck am I coming across now, dude? I am totally gonna add this to my fucking faves right now, dude. Even though the security listing of the fucking site right now, Adobe, whatever, dude. This is interesting. I like it, but I think I can't really see much more of it. We're gonna back the fuck out. Probably enter a more danker level of fuck. I don't know, but we're gonna back out of this and see some other shit, ladies and gentlemen. This was Sherry Shriner. All right, I truly think we have found the crown jewel for this episode of the Dank Web Browsing. We're gonna back out and see some other lovely shit. So this is obscured files, and I'm gonna be honest with you, do not fucking use sites like this. So what this is obscured files puts privacy first. File retention time is 1 hour for pictures in WebM, as long as for possible files. So this is very similar to something called WeTransfer, I guess you could say, if I had to really compare it with something right now. Basically, you upload a file, you send the link to somebody else, they download it, and it's only up there for about an hour. But there is a silver lining to some of these things. Now, while it does provide you privacy-conscious uploads, as they say, distributed file servers supported by you, one click and done. The weird thing about this is, and this is like something that I do, is like something that I want to fucking say. What is a shame wall? That's something new I've never seen on a fucking website. Let me go see the same shame wall. The problem with this kind of stuff to me personally is I don't know if I ever trust any website on the deep web with sharing emails and like files, even if they're like files that I need to have an anonymized system to transfer with. It's just really, what is a shame wall? Hold on. Welcome to the shame wall, a page that can permission and then failed to break our security. It will outline what exactly the attack came from, what tool they used. Oh my god, they got an attack on them? What is this? IP 76, 125, 208, 177. I mean, if they're a Tor relay, I don't think they would necessarily, that IP wouldn't really matter much because that would just be the exit node of the many unionized layers they had. On April 12, 2016, the main server was responsible for, okay, they definitely have I mean, they've definitely been around even for a short while. They've definitely been here. The main server was responsible for a possible denial of service attack, which is getting, fucking so many requests that your server's like, oh shit, what do I fucking do? A lot of requests were coming from a single address that was doing tons of small uploads, going into different forbidden directories, being just a general nuisance. It was going at a rate of about 100 requests a second for a good couple of minutes. No biggie, we can handle the little extra load, but then it started uploading a shit ton of exploits, which failed, by the way, at a consistent 100% request rate. This was filling up our failed upload log quickly, being even more of a nuisance. Our DDoS filter kicked in and blocked the IP that you see above. Upon further inspection, it seems that the person tried to test the site with Acunetics Web Vulnerability Scanner. We don't mind that people want to test the site, but let us know first so we can get ready. Then, you could be eligible for the $100 US prize if you break our security. Shame on you, shame on you. Now, the thing about this is, my personal belief is you shouldn't but you shouldn't participate in uploading files or sharing messages on sites that are typically on here just because, by sending your information out, it's like you're uploading to a fucking different site over there, and it's just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, some people are stupid enough to transit, like, really sensitive information, which is what this is for. And I don't know. I honestly couldn't know. But at the same time, like, at the end of the day, it's a whole silver lining kind of deal as well. This does have a good to it. Is obscured files will let you upload files no matter what they are. So you can upload a picture file for whatever. You can obscure the file name, password protect, and tell them to delete in an hour. Now, of course, the file retention time says 1 hour for pictures and web, but as long as possible for files. I actually don't know if you want to, like, maybe you can beat the pictures in WebM by uploading it in a .zip so that it'll count maybe in the possible other files. I don't know, because zip is allowed, and you can upload only about 500 megabytes, which, by the way, uploading and downloading over the Tor relay, it's going to be kind of a fucking interesting doozy, let me be totally honest with you. But what the fuck is remake image? That's new. What the hell is this? What? That's so weird. But you can upload files, images, and it'll be up there for about as long as possible. 500 megabytes, and that's sort of the thing about, at least with me, is when you do this, it almost feels like you're uploading to this place that you don't really know, and people can, like, dig around with the stuff you want. Again, that can also happen on the clear web, but at least with, services like Dropbox, or at least Mega being the newly rebranded Mega Upload, people are a little more privacy conscious, especially on that point. Again, this kind of weird shit can happen anywhere, but it's just, I don't know why, maybe it's just me, I tend to trust clear websites a little more, sites that have at least some form of a presence or something out there. They've created an API that you can use to basically upload one click and whatnot. But Obscured Files, definitely an interesting looking site. Recently popped up, at least for me, it recently got indexed. But this is Obscured Files. It's put in privacy first. Again, personal belief is you shouldn't really use any email site or anything on the deep web. I wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't bother. I wouldn't fuck with that shit. But the thing is, it does have a need for it, and I showed this to you because, of course, services like these pop up here and there, very common. Sometimes, it's not it's not worth the time showing you guys. But this is definitely a very interesting looking site, very clean looking website, to be honest, compared to the other shit we've seen. But of course, personal beliefs, I wouldn't really bother with this shit, but at the same time, it's definitely very interesting, and they've definitely had themselves tested. And if you can hack obscured files, you might win the $100 US prize, or you might end up on the wall of shame, or the shame wall. First fucking time I've seen that. But anyways, let's move to something different. So this is something I think I might have actually shown you all before, but ladies and gentlemen, this is a newly indexed site, at least from what I've seen picked up on the several, spider bots for the deep web. This is apparently a very bare-looking site, of course, white background, very, very plain looking. There's nothing really fucking uber spooky about this shit, but ladies and gentlemen, we have what seems to be Morse code, numbers within brackets, fucking that psychologist test or whatever they have to see it, to basically show you the same line, like the same length line, and then they add the little fucking arrow at the end, and it makes it look bigger or smaller than it actually might be. We have fucking what appears to be gibberish on the entire fucking bottom. I think somebody just fucking passed out on a keyboard and like rolled their face around on it, and 33528. So the times I've actually shown you this kind of stuff was when we covered like those Cicada 3301 kind of thing, where they had like the weird puzzles, or like what was the other one? Shit. It's Namu, yeah, that one. This is very reminiscent to that, although it's not on the same level of spooky scales that those ones were. Let me at least try to convert as much as I can on this. So let me go over here and let me go to Google for a second. All right, and I know Google's gonna fucking absolutely shit itself right now. Actually, wait, can I do Morse code translator? All right, like that. Can I just do that real quick? I'm not really fluent in Morse code, but I tend to just use online translators. I think it's only like a few times in my life I've ever had to do that. Here we go. Morse code. Yeah, let's do that. I think anyone could have worked. Anyone could have really been a viable option. Here we go. I think I've actually used this one several times before. But let me go up over here where this shit's at. All right, let's go to this. Now let's paste it. And let's translate. 2202020 is the fucking translation for that level of Morse code. All right. So that is 220 2020. Now over under here is 42, 32, 32, 105, 17, 13, 22, 287, 108. What I'm actually going to also do is open up the page source, because this will actually answer some questions. Maybe there's something hidden underneath this. Again, it's one of those puzzles we kind of have to sort of wrap our brains around and maybe figure out. So over here they have a bunch of lines crossed through this little psychologist test line, slanted lines that are straight that go all the way through, but again they kind of vary in terms of how much their length is, very minutely. Some lines don't end up piercing it. I feel really bad for it, man, but you know, what can you fucking do? But ladies and gentlemen, was I fucking right? There is shit hidden here. So what's hidden? All right, now in the header, all right, which is by the way, like it's 3 up there, but over here it says description, text, author. So there are these 3 things which shine forth for all to see, which are not hidden. Which 3? To compel a man to furnish funds for the propagation of ideas he disbelieves and abhors as sinful and tyrannical. Don't talk about what you have done or what you are going to do. There's nothing ominous about this site. It's just fun and games. Can you figure it out? Thrice they touts. So, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it over here. There's nothing genuinely spooky about this site, as they have said. What it is just fun and games. Now, of course, since it is all fun and games, of course, it's nice to see that not everything on this whole fucking side of the internet is spooky to begin with. But, ladies and gentlemen, it is just fun and fucking games. If I do Control A, yeah, that's all you can really see, at least visibly on that front. I think there's something weird about this, though. It's 33660 right over here. But it's not 33660 because 3366, 33528 is there. Maybe, if I'm not mistaken, maybe. Oh my god, that's a hit counter, and my fucking god, did a lot of people fucking come to this site. Holy shit, in the time. Okay, no. That's a hit counter, ladies and gentlemen. Holy shit. Oh my god, it's actually changing, too, if you guys notice it. It's changing every time. What the fuck? It's so weird. I think it's maybe like a phrase that needs to be unscrambled or something, but it's like, I ain't unscrambling that shit. That's a lot of fucking stuff to unscramble. The fuck is unfrangle? That's so weird. Is anything else changing? Like, are these numbers changing? No, it doesn't seem like anything up here might be. Oh, wait, maybe it is. Let me refresh. No, I think it's only this phrase that's changing. And, of course, a hit counter. This, on the other hand, still stays the same. Okay, what is this, man? This definitely seems like some fucking puzzle we need to figure out. So apparently 3360 is very, very necessary at that front. Over here, nothing in the file header at all changes. So clearly, from what I can gather, ladies and gents, lads and ladettes, lassies, this is a fucking puzzle. Now, it's not a spooky puzzle. It's just fun and games. And I think I'm going to lend it to everyone here in the audience to try and figure it out. I don't really know what to say about this, but it definitely is interesting, even though it is very bare bones. Let us know. The other 33,667 people are definitely trying, and I don't think we've made I don't think we made any kind of progress. So, hey, maybe you might in the audience might be the lucky few that'll figure this one out. But anyways, I'm going to back out of this and go to something that's a little more comprehensible by my mind. So, ladies and gentlemen, a little thing on the side here before we continue as well too. I feel like I have to give a little bit more explanation whenever we find really weird stuff like child pornography websites or snuff porn rings or fake ass red rooms. Is the way I find a lot of these websites. If I ever show them, of course, my entire policy is if I can find it in like 5-10 minutes. As soon as I start the session of gathering links to browse on the deep web, then I show it. You know what I mean? Because it's so easily accessible, anybody can get to it. If they tried. If the way I'm doing it, like in 5-10 minutes, anybody can fucking do it really, really quickly. So the thing over here is this is one of the many hidden wikis. So the thing with and this is the uncensored hidden wiki, by the way. The thing with the hidden wiki is that there is no official hidden wiki anymore. Just because at one point, I believe the story goes like this: is I think a member of the staff leaked the PGP key, which basically is the unique identifier, and every single hidden wiki uses that PGP key. And you can't really believe which one is the real one, just because there's so many ones floating out there, and they're all using the same key. So essentially, if you're using any hidden wiki, they're all they're all handcrafted hidden wikis. And it doesn't seem like there's any real official one. Oh, my net limiter is fucking going crazy. But ladies and gentlemen, this is the statistics of one of the websites that I use. So this is the hidden wiki. So basically with the hidden wiki, there's about 924 articles of everything. Of course, you can go over here, and we've seen this in the first episode before. Introduction points, forums, emails, whistleblowing, whatnot. This is where you can get to the general parts of the deep web, and then again through there and there and there, you will eventually get into the really interesting side of things. Of course, this is just your first step. There's many more steps that go after this to find even more curated websites, I guess you could say. But in the statistics page, what you're going to notice over here, again, 924 pages. Registered users, about 11,000 users for this hidden wiki at least. Active users 89, you know what I mean, which is sensible. Bots, administrators, bureaucrats promoted standard wiki style stuff. View statistics, these guys have gotten about 77 million total views on their hidden wiki, and 2,400 views per edit, I guess you could say. 77 million views, almost 78 really, if you really want to go at it with if you want to round it up. That's a lot of views for any kind of deep web website, and of course there are other hidden wikis out there, other uncensored hidden wikis that have similar view scores, view statistics. Some don't get viewed at all, some really do. But usually the one that's the most viewed is the one that I guess at the time is the most official. But under there you can see on the most viewed pages, I'm not going to click on any one of them, it's obviously the main page. The main page is obviously going to be the most viewed, no matter what wiki you go to. That's the only way you're really getting there. And then the other things underneath it is the really interesting side. About 13.6 million people view the hard candy page. Then you get to see underage erotica, jailbait, pedophilia, adult, B4V, BV4, I have no idea what the fuck BV4 is. I'm not going to click on it. Girls Hub, I think BV4 is actually the name of what might be its own website. Playpen, and the category of child pornography. Now, the thing is, it's very easy to find sites like this, and again, I don't want to just say that the entire deep web is fucking child porn. It's not. It's definitely not what it is. But, numbers don't lie. A lot of people do search for this kind of shit. That's why coming across it is easy. And even then, it's a whole moral thing. I'm not going to show you a site which even has like one little inkling of a photograph. If it's just like a forum page, like a front page of a forum or something like that, or something equally like tame in comparison, I will show it to you. But again, there is a very seedy side to all of this. Of course, the numbers are very disgusting. We're talking about millions upon millions of people, or millions of hits at least. Going towards basically all of porn. There's not even like store pages, which is, to be honest, in my personal experience, most of the deep web crawled onion sites that I go to are in fact stores. The stores aren't even on the main front over here. It's all just child porn, whatever the fuck BV4 really is. I'm not going to click on that Girls Hub and all that shit. But clearly, pedophilia is a big thing on the deep web. And of course, that comes with being anonymized. You know what I mean? Like, if people don't know who you are, if there's very little, because again, there's no way that you can't get any repercussions out of this. You can be tracked if you give unique identifiers out, or, you act like yourself on the deep web. then you will be tracked. But the thing is, of course, the risk is definitely far lower, and because you're so masked by an anonymized layer, more people come out to do disgusting shit like this. And again, I'm not saying this to scare or fearmonger or do something like that. A lot of people, some people are like, how do you find these sites and whatnot? The really weird sites. Well, there you go. It's so easily. You just go onto the Uncensored Hidden Wiki. It takes a few minutes to go on there. You go to their statistics page and it'll take you right to where you want to go. Again, don't do it because it is very fucking illegal. But I just wanted to make a point of showing you all where this kind of stuff is and, why it's so prevalent. And the sites that I have shown where they do have millions of people accessing it, well, this is where the millions of people come from. So I'm going to back out of this. Of course, we've definitely seen more than what I ever wanted to show you on this topic, but, a little bit of explanation. Wanted to show you guys the Hidden Wiki again, a little throwback to the first episode, second episode, I think, too, but also tell you a little bit more about the hidden wikis on the deep web and the uncensored hidden wikis as well. There's multiple ones out there, and I guess the only way to best tell is go to their stats page and look at how much they're getting viewed, so you can at least tell that they're probably the most official one out of all of them. But, that being said, let's bet, what is 1,689 files? Jesus, uploaded. But we're going to back out and see something else. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to AlienConspiracyTheories.com. It's clear-webbed, ladies and gentlemen. This is something reference to a site even you can access. But ladies and gents, this is the AlienConspiracyTheories.com. Y'all know my favorite part about life is ghosts, conspiracy theories, and Ayla Mouse. Ayla Mouse are everything. You know what I mean? Hopefully one day we will make the fucking contact. I'm making some Bloodborne-esque shit over here. But read the true stories given to us by real visitors from outer space. So, of course, if you haven't, read it by now, this is a joke website, and I love joke websites. I will always show a fucking joke website when a joke website deserves to be shown. Ladies and gentlemen, country's number 2 gives alien clue. The vice president is yet again hinted towards proof of extraterrestrial life within our galaxy. His meetings with the country's top space authorities have increased dramatically over the past few months. When asked, he stated nothing odd is taking place here. I just like really hanging out with those smart guys. What a lad. Now, did aliens bring gluten to Earth? In part 6 of our ongoing story, there appears to be more evidence that gluten is in fact a substance not from this planet. Top scientists continue to scoff at the question and have responded only that gluten couldn't possibly have originated from outside our world, primarily due to its extremely unstable molecular structure, making it very unlikely to even survive an interplanetary journey. They have also added there's no such thing as aliens. Of course, me personally, I feel like there's a lot of Alamaus out there, and one day I will find them. Yes, me alone. I bumped uglies with a visitor from outer space. We learned of a small town in Midwest with some exciting circumstances. A female resident of the town claimed to have had formal relationships with a being from another world. Basically, she apparently fucked some dude, maybe from Venus or Mars or something like that. That would be, interesting as shit, to be the first human being to have sexual intercourse with an alien, I don't know, would we give a fucking medal to that person? You know what I mean? Would that person get a fucking medal from us? It's you fucked an alien, dude. Congratulate, and the alien could be anything. You'd be a fucking slime ball or some shit, or whatever. But, I don't know, would we give that person a medal? Just as a sign of saying, you fucking did it, dude. Good job. Good fucking job, man. You took one for the team. It's sitting on a landmine, right? Because it's you don't know, maybe an alien penis is secretly, it ejaculates fucking burning thermite or some shit. So, you took the chance. You played roulette with your fucking life or something. Would we do that? Is that something it's actually something as human beings would do? Because we are genuinely stupid people. So I clicked on the aliens only tab, and it said aliens only. We performed a biometric scan of your DNA through your keypad and discover you're actually human. Nice try. It's really fucking embarrassing, though. All right? First of all, it's copyrighted 2016, so it's very recent. But it's embarrassing? I don't even have my hands on the keypad, so you sit on a fucking throne of lies, all right? I don't know what this background did, but this looks really beautiful, man. This, I would love to see sunsets like this, man. It's beautiful, dude. You don't see sunsets like this in Toronto, let me be honest with you guys. Sad as fuck. But let me go to make contact. Tell us what's on your mind. Actually, we've already read your mind. Yes, I'm not touching my keypad, so what the fuck are you talking about? And we now know everything you wanted to tell us. You don't know that. You don't need... If you knew what my mind contained, the site would be long gone. No need to use this contact form anymore. Oh, yeah, it actually doesn't let you submit shit. Okay. But if I click submit my mind, right, I can't actually submit my mind. I don't know what the alien would need my phone number and email address. Like, you think if they could read my mind, why the fuck would you even bother? If you go to the login page, alright, log into your account, you can use the universal username and the phonetic password. Alright, this is some, like, fucking advanced shit. Would I like to remember? No, not now. Silly Earthling, we know that you don't have an account on the system, so don't bother trying to log in. I feel like there's actually a secret fucking, like, way to get on this, and I probably won't discover it. No, there's nothing here. Nothing that my early in the morning ass is gonna really figure out. Learn my alien name. Let me learn my alien. Let me type in Mike Hawk. Alright, let me fucking do that. Meteor shower heliopause. Oh yeah. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you take Mike Hawk, then the alien name is Meteor shower heliopause. I feel like what the fuck? Like, what if that directly translates to alien like that? And we all know that's a dirty fucking joke. Like, a stupid fucking joke, by the way, too. Would, like, meteor shower heliopause be, like, the equivalent of saying my cock? You know, is that what it's gonna be, like, in space? You know, like you're just saying, oh, meteor shower helio, and then the guy, like, laughs, like, oh, really fucking hilarious. I guess maybe, I mean, if I typed in penis... I mean, it's not an alien name. Let me type in peanut. Planetary rotation. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're going to, wake up in the morning with a pretty rock-solid planetary rotation. You know what I mean? All right. I know this isn't a translator, but I guess if we're going to take the name of a fucking phallic organ, I want to see the Alamau version of what a penis is. And you have planetary... Okay, wait. What if I gave planetary rotation? Planetary rotation. Alright, you fucker. Tell me right now. Oh, you're a dick. It just uses the first letter. Asteroid flare. B. Binary star. C. Wait. Yeah, it just uses the first letter, dude. Dog star. Electronic. How's that really an alien name? Why? What the fuck? Force field. Alright, well, clearly the Alamau names are full of fucking shit. You know what I mean? We're sitting on a massive throne of what appears to be lies. Alright, but we're going to back out of this and see if we can find some other goodness. Hopefully more Alamaus, to be honest. I could always do with more Alamaus. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our Deep Web video of the week. 2 minutes and 5 seconds, longer than the average video we view. Pretty much up there with the last video from last week, which wasn't all that exhilarating. But ladies and gentlemen, here's your Deep Web video reconverted, upscaled, and brought to a lovely 720p resolution. Now, of course, as always, changing those names. PM 1148, June 10, 2016. Very fucking recent. By the way, this is this year. So we're going to hit play. All right. It's dingy looking as always. It's definitely got the black bars on the side. It seems like every time I come across this, there's never a 16:9 fucking video. It's always got to be this shit or just low resolution in general. Let's hit play. Oh, it seems to be a person. What the fuck are they going oh shit about? Seems to be a person just running around. Well, I'll tell you right now, it doesn't seem like to be an art project because it doesn't have a lot of fucking edited together shit. Oh my god, it's... You know what I fucking hate about this shit is it reminds me of the Slenderman type things. Like, am I gonna fucking see some weird shit pop up and, like, try to scare me? Which it probably will, considering I hate this kind of... Clearly we're on like a 90-degree tilt, alright. What I do like already... That is an old-ass fucking phone, dude. Holy shit, I have not seen a landline like that in a while. Alright, so he calls a number, right, or at least tries to. There's a lot of fucking screen tearing. I think this might actually be intentional, or it's from like the shitty camera work going on. But for 2016, like, come on, maybe we could have some form of HD, you know what I mean? Like, we have 4K recordable phones now. You don't have to add so much screen tearing to the fucking video. This was shot at 11:49 p.m. at night. This guy's just running upstairs. Like if something was chasing me, I wouldn't run upstairs, you know? Because that kind of limits your options, dude. I wonder where this is shot at. Oh, dude, I hate these fucking shots, dude. What was up there? Oh, he runs up there. Okay, so it's like he said, "Oh God." Dude, I don't want to fucking. I don't. What the fuck? That was it? Really? The man just running? What the fuck did he see? He's like, "Oh God, oh God." Okay, hold on. Let's start from the beginning. So clearly, at least the timing's making sense. 11:48, June 10th. This dude runs. All right, whoever he is this guy. Doesn't seem to be very old. Probably in like 20s or some shit. He runs forward into what appears. Hold on. Where does he run to? Okay. Where am I? Okay, see, like, most likely at this point, I know most of these are fake, but, like, if this was real, this guy is clearly suffering from some form of fucking dissociative shit. Get in. So what is this? It seems like a fucking, just seems like a standard big-ass building. So he's walking down into what appears to be an entry. Yeah, it's probably like some form of apartment or some shit. Maybe he's, like, if this is real, maybe the dude's just fucking... It seems like the phone didn't work. Which is why he obviously didn't call anyone. He looks at something up here. Oh my God, there's just so much fucking tearing going on. Okay, so... There's got to be, like, okay, so clearly over here, we're seeing absolutely fucking nothing. Like, well, it's too compressed to even be able to tell if there was something over there. So clearly, whatever the fuck it could be is non-existent, because, well, at least to our perspective, because we can't see shit. The actual quality of the video is so fucking low and compressed anyways, which makes sense, because the file was, what, like a megabyte or two anyways? So, like, it makes sense. Or, you know, a couple megabytes. But going up forward, this guy, like, runs. He doesn't say anything, so I guess I was hearing the oh shit. He runs upstairs, further and further and further. Again, like, if you're running away from something, I don't, like, at least to me, I wouldn't fucking run upstairs or anything. But at the same time, you know, I've never been put into a situation like that, so maybe I just don't know how it is. Maybe your mind just fucking shifts to plan B automatically. But the thing is, after watching so many of these, like, I'm not going to say that it's real, because most likely it's fake. I'm sure this is created, like, this is probably created by, in all honesty, a very, you know, crafty something, film student type person, you know what I mean? Like, this is crafted by somebody who's obviously very artistic in this kind of stuff, and maybe I feel like at the end of the day, this is part of something much larger, and that's the problem with a lot of these deep web videos is, like, to me, it feels like it's a 10-minute video, but, like, just to be edgy, they, like, upload, what, like, a minute or two of it. So you never get the full context of something, right? And that's just the problem over here. You don't get the full context of this kind of shit. So you're often left just asking questions, and you don't get the answers to those questions because, you know, fuck, I just don't find those answers. So regardless over here, you have this person running away. And again, I do like the fact that it is shot on, again, shitty quality as well. Like, I know I said we have HD now, but at the end of the day, like, at least I like the fact that they didn't make it look too good, which kind of lends itself more to the it could be real vibe. And let's say if it was real. Let's just throw it out there, which most likely it isn't. This person clearly is suffering from something. You know what I mean? Like, just saying, oh shit, was chasing after me. And the thing is, like, there's people like that do exist. You know, there's people that have paranoid fucking tendencies, and they unfortunately, this is the kind of shit that they do. And unfortunately, there's not much you can really fucking say about that. You know what I mean? Like, for people who suffer through that, God forbid anybody that suffers through that, they they need to seek some form of psychiatric help, you know what I mean? Because, you know, a lot of people, for example, you know, like fucking schizophrenia, right? Like there's so many different like kinds of schizophrenia too. Like there's some people who hear voices and they feel like they're being chased and shit and whatnot, and they get really fucking catatonic about it. So, you know, if this was real, this might just be a product of what that is. Of course, running away from something that I don't fucking see, you know what I mean? Like, we don't see what this person's running away. We don't even hear it. We don't have any form of sensory audit. We don't have any sense of what's chasing the dude. It's like, if this guy was like schizo, maybe he's like recording himself running away from something that obviously isn't fucking there, but in his mind, because of the hallucinations caused by whatever's fucking going on, this dude might be seeing something, you know, and that's the really scary part, you know what I mean? Like, maybe this is some form of horror art project where some dude is trying to showcase, you know, his mental problem at this point, but of course, because it's so internalized, we can't really witness it. Again, I'm totally going in all blanks in all places. It's a 2-minute video of somebody running away from something. Interesting stuff, but I feel like this is part of something much larger. Again, it was shot very recently, June 10th of this year. So I guess if anybody can piece together some form of plausible explanation for what's going on here, let us know in the comment section below. I'm going to end this little snippet over here. Of course, that's all my analysis so far. And, you know, whether it was real or fake, most likely fake, but it is very interesting, and it's definitely a lot better than last week's video, where I don't even know what the fuck was really going on there, unless, you know, unless we want to talk about green filters and shit. Over here, it's screen tearing galore and VHS quality camera work. So that being said, let's end the video over here, and yeah, let's get out of this. And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes our Sunday's Deep Web Browsing Session, episode number 67. We've seen a lot of interesting things. We've seen a lot of interesting Indiegogo campaigns, and we've seen, and I hope I've explained a little bit of the weird websites we found, some of the interesting services, and of course finding, you know, the child pornography website. Some people want a little bit of explanation, such as how easy is it really to find it, and of course I explained it. It's available on many of the hidden wikis that is very easily accessible by any newcomer to the deep web. But of course, as always, I'm going to end this on a more positive note. We definitely had an interesting time. We came across an interesting video, and we came across a fucking Indiegogo campaign and a website with fucking reptiles and aliens and conspiracies and God galore, ladies and gentlemen. So let me know what you thought about this, and if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it. This has been another episode of Deep Web Browsing, part of the Sunday experience here at Some Ordinary Gamers. This is me, Mudahar, and I am out.